couple housekeeping notes. Thank you. Couple housekeeping notes, guys. Hey, somebody lost a wedding ring here, and if you find a wedding ring, please come find me or bring it back. Okay, so very precious to somebody who lost it, right? So please keep on the lookout. A couple other things. One of you guys asked, or a bunch of you guys asked, excuse me, what the name of this book was again. Just go to Be Great, Live Great, and you can order the journal. Use the promo code WELFWIN and get 15%, okay? So that's it. Now, hey, before I came up, you know, Tom Matthews, he was like so inspiring to everyone coming up. And Joanna Mockett, remember Joanna Mockett? What did he say to her? He said, you remember?
Number one.
You're number one, right? I was getting ready to come up, and Tom grabbed my shirt and looked me in the eye. He goes, James, you're number 13. I was like, hey, thanks, Tom. It's actually 12, but thank you. No. And then Jennifer, how great was Jennifer? Right? Give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Hey, she's awesome. She said when Trevor came home, she had warm, fresh, homemade cookies, right? I mean, when I come home, my wife's like, hey, kids need to go to sleep, dishes need to be taken care of, trash needs to be taken out, I'm going to bed. Bye. Right? Tell my wife I said that, I'll find you. Okay? Hey, my talk. We got 7 minutes now to comment. My talk was on being the director of motivation. And I really just, I didn't know what to do. I mean, like, you know, what is motivation? Do you want me to come out here and be like, you gotta work yourself into a white hot heat, a burning desire. It's not how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get it and keep moving forward, because that's how winning is done. I mean, that's how people think motivation is supposed to happen. And that's what most of you are used to, and probably what you give your teammates. But that's not lasting. That's fleeting. So I want to change the title from the director of motivation to the director of leadership. Because what you should be doing is leading your people, not motivating your people. Right? Now here's the deal. I looked up the definition just for the fun of it. What's the definition of motivation? It's the general desire to do something. That fires you up, doesn't it? The general desire to do something. But the definition of leadership is influencing others to do something they wouldn't normally have done. Right? So what do you want to do? Do you want to inspire somebody to do something they wouldn't have normally done? Or you just want to get somebody interested and maybe wanting to do something? Take your time. Which one would you rather do? Leadership. Obviously, you want to lead your teammates. So now that goes into the next part for me, which is, well, what is leadership? You know, how do you find out how to lead people? People are led in different ways. Would you guys agree? Everybody has a different button. Everybody gets excited a different way. Everybody gets, turned on a different way. Everybody gets something inside of them needs to be talked to a different way. If you talk to everybody the same way, you won't get anywhere. So it's your skill set as a leader that determines how far you're going to go. So you should be pouring tons of time into your growth plan. What is your personal growth plan? Do you have one? I mean, what book are you reading? What podcast are you listening to, right? What are you doing every day to do something outside the box? All the stuff that we've heard here the last 2 or 3 days. What's your personal growth plan? And so, if you want to try to be a leader to somebody, you've got to figure out what makes them tick. Because everybody works a little differently. So here's how I learned that. I learned that because I'm married. Okay? And so I learned that just because I want somebody to do something doesn't mean they're going to do it. Anybody else married in the room? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Right. So here's the deal. When we first got married, my wife, and if anybody tells her this story, again, I will tell her you are lying to her, and she'll believe me because I'm married to her. Okay? So when we first got married, she would make sandwiches or whatever, right? And she would take that knife, and let's say it's a peanut butter jelly sandwich. She'd put the knife in the peanut butter, and she'd start making that sandwich, and then she'd put the knife right on the counter and get the peanut butter on the counter. And yeah, some of you guys are like, ugh, And then some of you guys are like, what's wrong with that? Okay? So I'm like a perfectionist, right? And I'm like, hey, honey, why'd you do that? You should just clean it off in the sink or something like that. She's like, what are you, my mom? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, save yourself some time. You don't have to do it like that. She's like, I'm 22. I got it covered. I know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm like, yeah, but, if you just did it this way. And so what I did was I tried to force what I wanted her to do, right, on her. How do you think that went? Yeah, you know my wife. It did not go well, okay? But I'm dumb, so I do it over and over and over again every time she makes a sandwich. So about 3 years in, we're still arguing about how she deals with stuff in the kitchen. And I'm at her mother's house, and her mom is going to make a sandwich, and she uses the mayonnaise and then puts the knife right on the counter, and her mom's 57 years old, and I'm thinking, damn, this is never going to change. So I got two options, okay? As a leader, I got two options. I can just fight and rage against the machine and keep arguing and make my life miserable and try to get her to do what I want her to do, or I can man up and I can become a leader, and when she puts the knife on the counter, I can just go clean it up myself and zip it, right? And guess what? She happy, me happy, okay? I learned that. So look, as you guys move throughout leading your teams, going from motivating them, which is not lasting, to leading them, you've got to get them, you've got to start asking them questions and finding out what really matters to them. Because what matters to you might not matter to them. You might be talking about making all this money, right? I'm going to motivate them. I'm going to show them my checks. I'm going to motivate them. I'm going to show them what Chris Felton's making. Look at this. I'm going to do it. But they don't care about that. They may care about helping people, right? And you've lost that person. Or maybe you say, you know what, I love helping people. And you talk to someone and they say, I don't care about helping people. I want to make money, right? And if you got those people, which we all do, they eventually learn to love to help people, okay? Don't fire them or kick them out of your office, okay? Just lead them. Does that make sense? Okay. And in closing, I've only got 2 minutes, but I wanted to kind of read you a little bit of a quote that I wrote down. It says, if you honor and serve the people who are on your team, they will honor and serve you. Do we agree with that?
Yep.
Guys, so that's what motivation is really about. It's actually switching that word of motivation to leadership. And if you honor and serve your team, they will honor and serve you. And then finally, true leadership. This is what true leadership is about. True leaders understand that leadership is not about themselves. It is about their team. So if you start to move from everything that's affecting you and what you want, and start figuring out what your team wants in their life, and you just make a plan to help them get more of what they want, guess what? Zig Ziglar said, everything you want will come to you with ease, right? The greatest of all time, in my opinion, the greatest servant of all time, Jesus Christ, he said, service to many leads to greatness. And guys, I promise you right now that if you want to have a great business, that if you want to have a business you can pass on, a business you can be proud of, a business you can go to sleep at night and realize you've really done something to impact the lives of thousands of people, then you have to become a servant. Don't be a motivator, be a leader. See you at the top.